Yo, what up? This is your boy King Series, and I'm going to show you how I mix this beat. But first of all, let's listen to the beat. Then I'll break it down, explain everything to you. So just stick with me. Don't be in a rush. Okay, let's go. Okay, so practically that's everything in the beat there. So I'm going to break everything down for you guys and explain certain things to you. Yes, we don't have right or wrong way when it comes to mixing our beat or our sounds. It's just that you just have to know what you really want to achieve, where you are going. You need to know where you're actually going. You get it? Yeah. So sometimes you can create buses for it, or you can just go straight to the point. Just do it the way that it will sound good whenever it comes outside for people to listen. They will actually enjoy and like the sound. So if you listen to this sound, you can actually hear that there is no any sound here that is actually disturbing your ears. You get it? Everything is actually balanced. So first of all, what you need to do is whenever you are making the beat, you need to select the right sounds, as we always say. But if let's say you are just an engineer and you are mixing the beat for somebody, then maybe the producer has actually select some sounds for you. Then you need to treat them properly so that it will actually sound okay. So after sound selection, what you're supposed to do is gain staging. Yes, make sure you gain stage it well and make everything balanced before you try to use EQ, compressors, the other effects to make it sound okay for you. So if you listen to this one, let me just solo where let me loop this part where everything is actually happening. So I just gain stage it by making sure that my kick is hitting around 9 dB, not above 9 dB. So around 9 dB, yes, whether 8 point something, 7 point something, or anything. So if you listen to this part, so you can see where my kick is actually hitting, right? Yes. So that's where the kick. And whenever you are mixing a beat, just know the type of beat that you are mixing. If you listen to this beat, you can see that the drums are the one driving the beat more. Yes, the kick, the snare, and the others driving the beat more, rather than there are some beat that and the kick and the snare doesn't actually play much role. So this one I have to make sure that my kick and my snare actually hitting harder and making it sound clean, right? Before the melodies and everything also comes inside. So the kick is sitting around 9 dB. Then we have our snare also hitting around 12 there. I don't want it to be competing with the kick because the kick is the mastermind of the beat. Yes, so you can hear that it's not actually disturbing your ears. You feel everything nice one. So after that, the hi-hat isn't the major thing that we're supposed to focus on. So the hi-hat is just supporting the drums over here. So if you listen to the hi-hat, I didn't make it too loud. Yes, it's just supporting the drums, so it shouldn't be too loud like that. So you can just check the dB here. This is where it is hitting now. And one more thing for the snare, I think I played so many things inside there. So let me just play the snare for you guys to see how it sounds. So the snare, this is what we actually have for the snare. You get it? So I did gain staging over here and panning also over here. So note pan, you can see that I've actually panned these ones. Yes, these ones here. to the left and to the right, the top ones here. Then I actually lowered the velocities of some of the sounds here. This one, this and this. I lowered the velocities over here so you can see them. Yes. So that whenever this one hits, this one is just supporting it, making it groovy more. So listen to this one. So you can hear that the volume level actually goes down then when it reaches this ones and this ones. Yes. So just be creative around the beat. Yes. So the next thing is the other sounds. Let's add them. So this one is also supporting. And make sure whenever you are doing your panning, don't be just doing 12% panning, 5% panning, and those things. Make sure when you are panning your sounds, for it to be large and big, you need to make sure you pan hard, whether 50% or 70 or 60 or maybe 45. Yeah, 32 is quite okay. So don't be just be panning 12%, 10% to the left or to the right. So if you look at this one, I pan around 45. You get it? Yeah, because it's a sound that unless maybe if you pan it, you are actually lowering the volume. You are bringing down the volume so that it won't actually disturb you. We want to have some spaces in the beat whenever we are trying to put vocals in. It will fit in and make our sound clean and perfect. You get it? Yes. So for this one, so for this sound, I didn't pan it too much because I just wanted it to support the background. So around 15%. You get it? Yeah. But for the major sounds, make sure whenever you are panning, make sure you pan it hard left or hard right. Yes, it shouldn't be just 12 15% like this ones. Okay, so the supporting sounds, make sure you are trying to pan them right. So I think that's all the drums. So I added the bass, and my bass too is hitting around 15 to 12 dB there. Yes, around 15 dB. So the bass is hitting around 15 dB. This is gain staging before I come to the processing, as in the effect, putting effect on it to correct certain frequencies and everything. So let's add our melodies and everything and see how well it sounds. For this sound, I actually pan it to the left side. So if you come to this side here, yes, so on this channel rack here, you can see that I've actually panned it to the left side 60%. Yes, you can do the panning here or on the mixer or wherever you really want to do it here. So I pan it there to the left side, and let's listen. For this guy too, I did pan it to the right 20%. This is just a melody supporting it at the background, you get it? So I didn't do too much of the panning. And especially when it comes to vocal mixing and you want to get really large, let's say harmonies or backing vocals, you need to be panning them around 50, 50, 60, 60, 70, 70, like 100 and those things just to get big sounds. Yes. So that whenever I will do a tutorial on that thing for you so that you get to understand how backgrounds actually work perfectly when you pan them right. Yes, it's not necessary about only them mixing or putting effect on them. So this is how it sounds. So in all, everything sounds clean, right? So the last thing is how I did treat them. So if I solo the kick, what I did on the kick now is I just put EQ on it first and cut away some of the frequencies which I didn't like the way it sounds. So and I took away this frequency region, and boosted this part. So if I play, this is how it sounds. So because there's where it's actually happening more. So I just wanted it to boost that good frequency over there. And I had to control the dynamic range using the compressor. And I'm using the compressor to control the dynamic range. So this is the settings for the compressor. So a gain reduction of -2.4 dB. Yes, I have to take away the auto gain. I don't like those things on my mix. And for this guy over here, when I remove the EQ, it sounds really bad. Not really bad, but it disturbs the ears, I think. So let me just deactivate the effects on it, then I will just show you what I mean. Yeah, so it's not actually okay for me there. So what I did on it is I did first compress it. Yes, then after compression, I had to use the EQ to take away some of the bad frequencies out. By this part, I'm doing too much because the other sounds that I showed you, this one, these guys over here, these down ones over here, were actually disturbing my ears a lot. So I had to use the EQ to solo that part and make sure I take them out. So let me just remove it and put it on for you to see how it sounds with and without. So you can see that it is actually controlling that frequency range for me. Yes. Other than that, if you just play everything together, that part is really going to sound bad. You get it? Yes. So you need to use your EQ to control all those frequencies, those bad frequencies. Yes. And for this guy too, I put an EQ on it, the hi-hat, and brought down some of that frequency over there. So we have this. So you can hear that it goes down for the snare to also come inside. Yes, pass through really well. So just be doing these small changes on your mix. If it sound bad, if it doesn't sound good, you can just leave it and move ahead. You need not to be putting effect on each and everything that you just see. So, and for the kick too, I did sidechain it to the bass. Yes, I sidechain it to the bass over here. Where's my bass? So you can see that we have this guy over here. So I have sidechained it so that whenever the kick comes inside, the bass will just go down for the kick to also come through. Yes. So you can see for this, I didn't put anything on it. Yes. Even I can just bring it down a little bit for clarity, more clarity. Nice one. This little thing that you do makes your beats sound okay and good, so that whenever you record the vocals in it, it's not actually going to fight with the beat. Even after recording and you haven't just start mixing it, you can see that everything sounds clean and nice. So make sure the beat is clean and balanced well. So for the other melodies, let's go there and see. So for the part 2, this is what I'm having on it: an EQ, taking away some of the low ends over here and some of the frequencies which I didn't want. Then I had to compress it to control the dynamic range too over here. There is it. Yes, so that's what I did for the pad. And for this brass sound over here, yeah, so this one I had to just control the dynamics using compressor. Yes, so the two of them sound like this. So for this melody, this is what I did on it. I put an EQ to take away some bad frequencies, and I just design the sound. There is difference between mixing a sound and designing the sound. So originally the sound does not sound like that, so I will just take this thing from it and let's listen to how it sounds on its own. So if I put this effect on it, this is how it sounds now. And I'm not doing too much of it, so you can see that I've actually bring it around 50% there. I'm not putting everything on it. Yes, so I'm just trying to design it for it to sound good with the beats. So that's what I actually did on this beat, and it sound okay. I didn't do too much on it, so you can just comment down there whatever you want us to learn. I'll just get back to this. Your boy King Series, yes, and I'm out.